Okay, I'm in Grizz territory. My cabin's up there. I want to show you my 100-foot long wire. Not 50 foot, 100 foot. I'm trying to follow it. Goes up into there. Okay. Now, that's rope right there. There's a rope with a rock on it. You'll never be able to see it. I can't see it. It's down in those trees somewhere. But we're here at the ground. There's the river. It's up there in the tree. There is where the rope, you can see the wire on camera. There is where the rope is tied off to the wire. So the wire actually starts right there. The rest is rope that gets it into that tree. It goes all the way up there. Ow. You can still see it. I'm keeping the wire in the center of the camera. All the way up there into that pine tree. You see it? And all the way across. All the way across. Into right there. You see it? All the way across into that tree and then into the window. That is a 100-foot long wire. And that's up there a good ways. Keep in mind we're at 7,000 feet. So that truly is a 100-foot long wire. Possible limitations. It's two different type of wire connected together in the middle with one of them screw nut deals. I forget what you call them. And then it's taped. But it's a secure connection. It's two different types of wire, same gauge, but different types. It's actually speaker wire I separated. You know, I got the gold side and the silver side. I got 50 foot of that and I separated it. And then I connected it together and ran it. So we're going to see what that does tonight. This is night 2 of our experiment. It did pretty good last night as a 50-foot wire. So, can't go any higher, can't go any longer. Well, you might be able to go a little bit higher, but I don't know how much. So, and it has just, it's amazing. There's almost just enough to get it into the back of the radio. Maybe an extra foot at most. So I couldn't have got it any further out there. So, that's the long wire. You can see it going into the window. I gotta climb up this. Guy next door thinks I'm nuts. He asked me what I was doing. I said I was running a long wire. He said, for what? I said, for an antenna. That's what that is? I said, yeah. Now you can see it from up here. That's a professionally strung. Look how it goes through the top of the very tip of that little pine tree right there to keep it up in the air. You know what the trick is to running these long wires? You start on this side. I had to get down there and throw it up into that first tree. And since I'm close to this up here, I can kind of fling the wire into this tree. But you have to get down there on the ground, throw it up into that first tree. Then you've got to keep giving it slack to get the rock to come down where you can reach it. And then pull your wire down where you got plenty of wire. Throw it up into your next tree and repeat that process. I've gotten pretty good at stringing this long wire. So when I get home, I'm going to string one around the whole property. But I'll tell you the truth, that G5 RV will kick this 100-foot long wire's butt. And I'm tempted to run that, but you can't really run that through the window, that coax. You'd have to keep the screen out and all that. The beauty of this long wire is you can get it over the top of this window screen. It fits right in there, doesn't crimp, doesn't do anything. That's the nice thing about the long wire. But, you know, for field expedient antenna, for shortwave and ham bands, you can't do any better than that. We'll see if it does better than the 50-foot tonight. So, we got some storms in the area that might hurt propagation a little bit, but we'll see what happens. Beautiful area to be working in one in the long wire. And that's Grizz country down in there. So it's a little bit scared, but you know, a ham's got to do what a ham's got to do. We're clear.